Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Today is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going well. It's early. It's dark outside still. The last few days I've been enjoying sleeping in for a few days actually because we've had snow. I knew we were going to be home, so slept in a lot. And I thought, well, Monday I didn't film anything. It's just got a lot of little odd and odd things to do. Tuesday I did my food one, and that took a long time as well. And so today I thought, I need to get up, get moving early so I don't have to film all day long. So we're not stuck on the mountain. I'll be stuck because my car is more in with snow. I don't need to go. If I had to go, I could get out, but I'm not gonna worry about that. Greg will leave today and Evan will too, but we got we have so much snow and ice everywhere. So the first day the kids had so much fun sledding on that sled run. That was way fun to do. And then the next day, only 2 of them went outside, and so they enjoyed. The rest were like, no, I'm too tired and sore. So they didn't go out anymore. I'm like, that's okay. So Greg got out there and started shoveling everything. And then Evan showed up. He messaged me in the morning. He's like, don't worry, I'll be back later today. And I thought, where are you even at? Because there's snow all the way down the driveway and the road's not even plowed. So his boss came and picked him up, and he had like a 4-wheel drive truck and was able to pick him up and take him to work and bring him home. So I'm like, that's some dedication right there. So he met Greg on the driveway and they started shoveling the rest of the driveway all the way down. So they got the driveway down pretty much until like the very end, but at the very end is the road, and they haven't plowed the road, so it's all just ice down there. And then we have our massive sled run up here. So yesterday Evan was like, the sun came out. It's only like 44 degrees, but that sun beating out is like where that's gonna melt. So I told him, I said, sun's out right now where your car is. It'd be a good idea to get out there and start picking away at the awesome sled run that we had. So he did that yesterday and got all of it around there and around Greg's truck. I parked right by the garage and Greg parked behind me. So he's got a big truck. He'll be able to get out too. So he left yesterday. He's like, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm like, you're going to attempt the driveway? I'm like, do it up, because he just has a car. So he was able to, and so I like yelled real quick. I'm like, go to the post office if you're going to town, because I had some things there I wanted to pick up. So he got out and was able to drive. He said our road wasn't plowed. The main road to the highway wasn't plowed. Highway was plowed, and then our town was plowed or whatever. So he was able to go there, get to the shop, go to the post office, and then he came back. And then the road has like tracks in it. He said he was able to stand there, but when he got to the bottom of the driveway, you got to come on up. So I just saw him walk up the driveway, get a shovel, and go back down there and shovel. So Greg went out there with him and shoveled the end of the driveway, so he was able to get his car back up. And so that's how our ice is today. So we'll be able to get down. Hopefully today they'll have our road plowed. If not, then we'll see. But Evan will be able to go. Greg will go. I'll probably wait till tomorrow. I think it's supposed to rain tonight, which will get rid of all of that ice. And then I will probably attempt tomorrow to vacate the home. I'm not big on driving in the ice. If I don't have to go anywhere, no point for me to go. Just stay home, be safe. So we have a 4-wheel drive and everything. So it's just like ice and a sheer cliff going down. So all good things. But anyways, he went to the post office yesterday. I was like, yes. So he picked up. I had a bunch of stuff there, and I was really looking forward. I'll show you in a little bit. I got a power bank. Like we talk about having generators and all those things. We don't really need to. I'm not too worried about for our refrigerators and that. But the need is like our devices. Because if power goes out, you can't really go outside because freezing cold. You can play games, that's fine, but like you still need a light. You still like to look at movies. We like to watch movies, things like that. So I picked up a big giant basically a huge power bank to use, and I'll show you that a little bit. So I was anxious for that. I was like, well, I ordered it before the storm came, hoping it'd get here before it was there, but we didn't pick it up in time. But we didn't lose power anyway, so it worked out good. But I'll show you that today too. And got a bunch of more stuff. I got my ink came, got a bunch of stuff in the mail, toilet paper, all that good stuff. I'm looking at it all over my kitchen here. So things to do today. So we have a list. I have a list of things to accomplish today. I don't know how the day will roll. I just know we're gonna get things done today. So it'll be a good day, a good Wednesday. I'll take you outside and show you what it looks like now with all the snow and the ice that's leftovers, and we're just gonna have a great day today. So you guys ready? I'm ready. All right, let's go have a fantastic, wonderful Wednesday morning, no matter what, right? No matter what. You might have had a bad wake up. We can change that. You can choose to not listen to those feelings, give those feelings to God like he says, and then act out in peaceful happiness of a day. All right, let's go. change my battery here. So got dishes done, get everything done here. I have a bucket there that I save for the animals' water. That works out really good to have extra on hand for like they were all transported and moved to the garage. Instead of taking their metal bowls, we just grabbed the ice cream buckets, and then that way they were had food and water in the garage. So it's easy to pick up and transport and fill up with water for the kids. So we just watched it. We made those some ice cream sundaes. We had a movie night. We had a lot of movie nights, but we had a good movie night. So we made ice cream with the broken up Chips Ahoy cookies I got at the discount store for 69 cents. That was really good on top. And then we had bananas, chocolate syrup, strawberry syrup. It was a fun little Sunday night that we had. And then we watched the movie. It's called The End of the Spear. Great. We've had that for a long time. It's the movie of the missionaries, Jim Elliot. Great story. Great story. And I kind of wait till they're a little bit older. So I was like, family movie night. So everybody was down there, Evan on down, and their eyes were like glued to the TV the entire time. Glued. Greg looked at me. He's like, they're like enthralled. So great movie. Just a good story about God's love and just the importance of missionaries and how that just changed an entire generation of a tribe over in the Amazon. So we watched that great movie, and then the next night we watched the second one, which is a documentary. It's called The Gates of Splendor, and it goes through of the people that the tribe of the one doggy people, one doggy tribe. I'm probably saying that wrong. So they just tell how their lives have changed for the good, and so just a great story. So we watched that this weekend. Great movie. Go get it at your library. See if they have what's called The End of the Spear, and then the other one is called The Gates of Splendor. If you watch just The End of the Spear, that's a great movie too. I don't even know if library would have it, but if not, maybe on Amazon for cheap. So because it's older movie, but great movie. So anyways, so we had that for ice cream, and then I just washed out my salt and pepper. Not my pepper, but my salt one was all dirty, so I ran this to the dishwasher. So I'm going to fill this up, and I've got to fill my hot chocolate bin here. And then I had look what I got. Sarah, this was something that came in the mail. Sarah, one of my viewers, Sarah, sent me this. She says, a little more purple to enjoy. You are such an inspiration. Thank you for all that you do. So now, Sarah, when we had our house before we moved here in Michigan, we painted the walls in our bedroom this color. I loved it. I was like, I'd lay in my bed and go, I feel like I could just eat my walls in my bedroom. It was that nice purpley color. This was the purple and the color of the walls. So I'm like, oh, absolutely love it. So she got me this coffee mug. I thought, it says blessed, very sweet. I'm enjoying my coffee in it today, and it's purple because I love purple, and I don't have a lot of purple anywhere in my home, which is random and weird, but it's a good thing. So I'm going to fill up my hot cocoa right here. I'm looking for I think it's over there, the container. Fill this up with salt and pepper so it's ready to go for the next however long it takes me to go through these. Kids were doing pizza in the microwave, which is fine. We had pizza pockets and pizza rolls, because that's what you eat when you're stranded at home. So I gotta spray a little bit and let it soak, and then I'll wipe it again. But my viewer here, she's gonna be on here, she told me to keep my soy sauce in the refrigerator or in the cupboard, and she said you can put sesame oil in the cupboard too. So that's what I'm doing. So thank you so much. I don't know how to say her name. It's in Asian or something. I apologize for not being able to say it. So it starts with an S. I know your name starts with an S, so I'm gonna put this in the cupboard. All right, moving on to my area over here. So we have a big mess of things. This is something that we did get. This is our multifunctional emergency backup thing that we picked up. Now, like I said, we don't really need too much for like the refrigerators, freezers. If I have to, yeah, we will. But I wanted something more that like has a light, like this. Because what we end up doing at nighttime is we take, well, we have like candles. Candles don't give that much light, but we would take the flashlight and turn it upside down and turn it on, and that just illuminates the ceiling and gives us a little bit of light. But again, there's only one, so somebody has to use the bathroom, then they got to take something with them, and I'll put like usually candles in the bathroom. But this will be nice because look how bright that is. And it blinks. What emergency! So this is very cool. I'm super excited because we plugged it in to charge it. It's 100%, shows 100% charge. Look, it's got 3 110 plugs, which is awesome. And it's got USB. Is it USB? Is that what these are called? USB little plugs, you know, like for your phone and stuff. So all of this is great, which is amazing. It tells you how many hours you have left. I looked up the Appliance Runtime. So like a phone would go, you can charge it 65 times, which divided by, you know, 8 of us, that would work out pretty good. Then you could do a tablet, you can do a laptop, which is nice because I'll usually put my laptop up and we'll watch a movie until it dies. And then it's like, oh, okay. So that means I can't edit, I can't do anything like that, which is always bad. A camera, you could do a drone, a mini cooler. So Greg's little cooler, I got him. A fan, which would be nice in the summertime. Electric tool, Wi-Fi, TV, you could put a TV in here, that's crazy. And a ventilator, which I thought was a really good idea because we don't need that in our home because of circumstances, but if someone did for emergency, that's pretty cool that it was 21 hours you can run this without having to invest in a full-fledged generator that costs a lot of money. And then I also like, see, all you do is plug it in and it stays charged. Now I'm gonna just keep this stored, you know, in our closet or wherever I'm gonna stick it. And then when we need it, we can take it out, which is really good. It'll help show the better light, but it also charges in your car, which I thought was really good because let's say I put this away and then like I don't think about it because hopefully we won't lose power anymore. You never know. You just never know. But then let's say it's 8 months from now and this has been sitting in my closet and it kind of loses a little bit of power, not too bad. It says it stays charged for a little while, but it's going to lose some. Well, then what if I can't get out and there's no place to charge this? I can always go out to my car and plug this in and charge it, which I thought was a really good thing that it has. It'll also tell you like if the temperature gets too hot and stuff like that, if it needs to. It tells you how much goes out, how much goes in, and if it gets too hot for safety to be able to, you know, prevent it from overheating because all the kids would have every single device plugged in here. Then what else you can do with this too is if you go camping. That's a great thing to be able to take because we would, you know, think if you go camping and use like sometimes you can't get out in, like you get the primitive sites, but you still want to have some little bit of power stuff. This would be really good and very easy because it's just like a little battery box to take with you. And then I really like that it also has a solar option as well. So I didn't choose the solar one because, you know, you just never know around here. And I don't like, we're not going to be using it going out hiking, and but you can take it out, put out solar panels, and it'll charge it, which is very, very cool. So this is the one that we got. So this one we're going to store away, and then if the power ever goes out, guess what? I'm gonna pull this thing out, probably use my power strip and let the kids all charge their devices. They'll be the happiest kids ever. So I thought that was really, really neat. So this was something I was looking forward to, especially through the winter storm because, you know, so this is really great. So I'm gonna take this, put this in my closet. This is what I really wanted through this winter storm, just in case that we did lose power. We've got a way to, you know, have some sanity around here. Yes, it's good to have old-fashioned play, which we do, and we do tons of that. But it is good to chill and relax. And so to be able to do that when you've got 8 different people doing different things and you're working, still filming, editing, all those things that I still like to do, it's nice to be able to have a power source so that when anything happens, you've got it covered. So, all right, I'm gonna go put this away, move on to my table, get the rest. And this is something we got Barbara Coyle. She sends me the sweetest stuff. Hibiscus Watermelon Tea. Like, I really enjoy watermelon tea and I really enjoy hibiscus tea. She pays attention. I got one from Starbucks, I think the fruit chiller one time, and the hibiscus was so good. Let me try to open this. Oh, they want you to use scissors, that's why. Ooh, that smells yummy. I can't wait to do this. What I do like to do with mine is put them in my, like just water cup and then use it that way. So she got me that one. So I'll try that out today. And then this Herbal Infusions, look at this. Oh, there is mint, lemon, and cucumber. Ooh, that smells yummy. A 3-pack of. You brew it in cold water. So mint, lemon, and cucumber. That's really good. So then just put in a water bottle. So this is really good. So I'm gonna try those out today too as well. I'm drinking my coffee now, but I'll be using those in a little bit. My ink also came, so we're gonna try to see if my printer works. And then I'm assuming, Barbara, you might have got these. But let me show you. What we do is we have, I did for a long time. I don't have them up here now, but on my table, we have these little cards. They were called conversation starters. We just stuck them on the table. And so great thing to do is sit on the table with your kids and just pull out a question and ask it. You don't have to have like too much genius, but the kids really ask this. So these ones, there's choices in a jar, wacky comparisons provoke thinking, and thinking is fun. Kids' daily dilemmas, 101 decisions to think and talk about, and then teen talk in a jar. Everyday questions for teens. So like it says, what is your favorite thing to talk about when you're with your friends? If you could suggest one solution to end the violence among teenagers, what would it be? That's those ones. This one is, if you had to choose, run 3 miles or give a speech in English class, what's your choice? If you had to choose, live 200 years in the future or 200 years in the past, what's your choice? And then these ones say, kids who miss school won't be admitted to class without a signed note from a parent. Your friend cuts class and asks you to forge a note from her mother. How do you handle this? Your parent wants to make a new house rule. No television on school nights. You think it's unfair. What can you do about this? So these are really cool. So I'm going to leave these. Are they all wrapped up? Yes. How cool. So I'm going to take these and probably put these out on our table, because these are great things to be able to ask when we sit around and like have conversations. So I'm gonna open these all up. That's what I'm gonna do. Open the cards all up and stick them in my little things here and use them, because that's very cool. We like doing them. Like I said, we've had it, and then we went through the questions so many times. So it's time for some new ones. Can't ever say I've ever played until now. Like ever in my entire life. I know we had it growing up. I remember like getting the letters out, but not really like playing it. But Greg and I started playing this together. We really enjoy it. And so then last night we had Jaden and Evan and Greg and I played. So it was really fun. So now I told them, I said, we're playing it, and it's just, this is the nostalgia edition, but it would be great to get, since we really enjoy this, is to get the nice board with like the tiles. It's like over $100. I'm like, that's crazy, but I'm like, that would, like, spins and it's got the places for the letters to go on. I'm like, that would be a good birthday present. His birthday will be coming up here in April. I'm like, maybe I'll get that for your birthday. So, but for now we'll play this. I think I got this at TJ Maxx a couple years ago, and then we just started playing it like crazy this year. So fun game. So I'm gonna take that and put that away, and then the rest is just gloves, which I'm gonna go put away because we are done with winter. Outside activity, tape measure we're using. These I got for some storage for church, and then put the tape back in the garage, and those spoons can go back to Greg at the shop because I won't need them anymore because the power stayed on. Okay, so over here in my coffee area, I'm gonna fill up all my coffee pods. I didn't have to this week, we didn't run out, but I stuck little, I need to put labels. Greg's like, why do you put a sticky note in here? This was the blueberry kind, this was the vanilla, and this is the chocolate kind. So I'm gonna fill up, I like these coffees, Maverick coffee. French vanilla I'm gonna put in there. Chocolate macadamia nut and blueberries. Blueberry cinnamon crumble, one of my favorites. So I'm going to, I have a little bit left in here from Christmas of chocolate. So I just put, as soon as the kids washed the coffee pods, instead of putting them away, I haven't put them in this thing. I was gonna use this for my spoons, but decided not to. So I just put them in here. I'm gonna fill them up and stick them in. Okay, so got my stuff done over there. I'm gonna wipe my desk off because it's really dusty. I got this, I was using my alcohol wipes, which worked, but I have to use a few of them. My girlfriend from Norwich, Heather, sent me this, so I'm just gonna wipe this off. I wet one of them and dry with the other. All right, that worked out really good. I'm gonna save, remember these earrings? I lost part of it in our Christmas video. So I'm gonna keep this because maybe next year at Christmas we'll find it wrapped up in the tree. These I'm gonna put on my desk. Okay, something I'm gonna do, I just cleaned up this area. All my work is done. I got all my school stuff out because we have to have a good school today because we enjoyed snow this week, which is great. Just need to do some school, which reminds me, I cleaned those windows. Remember I cleaned my windows and I was waiting for a sunny day? It was sunny and I was able to go, oh, they're actually clean. This one I had to scrub a little bit more, but yeah, side note. Anyways, okay, back to point, Amy. So what I'm gonna do is, I looked at my list, I'm going down, I'm like, what else did I have to do today? Something else was order my library stuff. And so since I pulled out all our school, things we're gonna do, I got a pile of books and the resources from someone, and it's one of those things I wanted to have, I want to use, but I haven't even touched. So I started like looking through going, oh, this sounds like a great idea. And I was going to grab a bunch, and I thought, you know what, let me just grab one extra thing. So I took one extra thing out of my pile, put it on the table so we can do it today. So just to implement one new thing, it's just extra thing that's fun. It'll be good for the kids, but I just have to do it. That's the point. Like sometimes school, especially homeschool, you can buy so much stuff. Like so much stuff. I remember getting, and everything's online now pretty much, but we used to get the magazines in the mail all the time, and then I would just sit and look through everything, and then I dreamed in my head all these plans I was gonna do. We were gonna have, you know, hours of read time and hours of all this and that, and then like real life happened and like didn't do any of it. And so learning, that's why I tell everybody when you start homeschooling, do the basics, just the basics. That's all you need. Literally reading, writing, and arithmetic. 3 hours, right? Like back in the day. Start with that. Then go on and do more if you have time. And as you get used to doing this, as long as you cover reading, as long as you cover writing, as long as you cover arithmetic, the English will come. It's a repeat, their whole entire part of school. If you never did English ever with your child, ever, and you speak to them correctly and you talk to them and you write, I guarantee by the time they're an adult, they'll have a pretty good concept of how to write properly. They might miss a few things so you can correct them, but what you can do is you can get one book and it repeats everything. You can literally take a college course, a beginning English college course, and it covers everything you have to know. Everything. Same thing in high school. It's repetition, repetition, repetition. So if you cover the basics, you're good. Writing, you write, you practice writing. If you don't do cursive, a lot of people don't do cursive because nobody does cursive anymore. Who does cursive? Nobody does. All things. Spelling comes in time. All those things. You might not be a good speller, but guess what? You got spell check on your phone all day long. When you type something on the computer, it checks it for you. So don't like go crazy over those things. But reading is good to learn to do. They should learn how to read. It might not come right away. It might not come until they're 12 years old. Don't freak out. Don't freak out on those moments. Some kids just don't. Their brain is just not developed enough. Those neurons are not working, or not built, not working, not properly working yet until they can understand it. Just read to them. Get them some audiobooks to do. Let them listen to stories. Just get that interest going inside of them. And so they don't have to love to sit and read books for hours on end. No, they don't. They might not ever love to do that, and that is okay. But get some audiobooks in their heads so they can hear some things. Good things to do. And then math. You teach them how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. There you go. Then and only then, add a few extra things. Get some history in there. Do those things. So we cover the basics for our school, and I let my kids, they learn at the shop when they're doing things. Like we were just doing our math the other day and it had measurement in it, and I'm like, I'm going to skip that because you do it at the shop and you do it in a way better way than my little paper here is going to help you with their little ruler, because they learn all day long over there. So the one things we do extra is our Bible, which I say extra, but it's part of life. So we're sticking with that, reading that, and then we do a character study on nature study on animals. So that's something we have done. I haven't printed off. I was printing animals off, and then I have these character study books, and they go through different animals and tell them about little nature things, like explain about the animal. They love hearing that. So I haven't been able to print because my printer's been out, so I've got pages out today to make sure that we talk about them and do them. And then we also started doing history, so just a little bit, nothing crazy. I have this on my blog, it's all free, and basically you get the print off right here, and it tells you that like the time period where this is the next one we're going to be doing. The after this one, probably like more like February. Usually it's like a page a month is what I kind of figure, because I have February, March, April, and I think May, and then that's it. So this covers the Civil War and slavery. So I picked elementary kind of books. They're age appropriate, roughly 4, and then some I put like 3rd grade, a good reader book, 4th grade, 5th grade, different things to read. So we'll go through these so they can kind of know what's going on in the time period. If they don't understand it, oh well, because guess what? Come middle school and high school, they're going to take a whole entire course on American history. And if they don't want to take the course because they don't like reading, go get the DVDs. They're called America, the Story of Us. I actually have a curriculum that I wrote for it, simple, easy. And you can get those videos and just watch those DVDs. And that's it. And you'll know more than majority of the American population just by watching those DVDs. So think about it. You always watch those TV shows, and they had people go on there and say, okay, they ask them questions about America, and like some of them have no idea anything about it. It's because, like, are you smarter than a 5th grader, right? Those are 3rd grader, whatever that is, are, because most of the stuff is irrelevant and you're never going to remember it. Not irrelevant, it's just that you're never going to remember it. So don't fret on those things. But we are enjoying reading together, so that's something I'm going to do. So stop talking, Amy. So I'm going to go because we have really yucky internet, like really not good internet. And since we just have, I'm waiting for the Starlink to come. That's my excitement. We have the box that everyone says, what about your internet? Let me show you what internet we have. Actually, I don't want to disconnect it, so let me take you down here. We have this. We have this little box right here, Netgear, and then we have this router. So if you just use the Wi-Fi box, it barely, and it's a hotspot, that's all it is. It barely has 1 bar. Barely has 1 bar. If you just use that, it will not like do anything in the house. So I was really like, how does a router actually work? Then we got that router, the Netgear router, Netgear router, and we got, I don't know, a bunch that you plug in around the house, like in the outlets. We have them for downstairs in our bedroom, so it can stretch the signal everywhere else. So what those little, whatever they're called, I don't know what they're called, but it takes whatever that signal is in my tiny little Netgear hotspot and like makes it work everywhere else. So we spent, I don't know, I'm gonna say $60 on the Netgear thing. I know they're way more now, or maybe you can buy better ones, but that helps stretch that signal all through our house. Does it work amazing? Sometimes. Does it work awful? Majority of the time, but it does work occasionally pretty good. So that is the only internet we can get here. The other thing is DSL. Oh, Maxine, scare me. Scare me. Maxine. She's sleeping on the floor right here. Are you okay? Goodness. All right, that didn't sound good. So anyways, so that's how we use our internet. It works for what we have. Is it super fast? No. There was a time that sometimes it works so good I was able to upload, and there's been a few times where we've been stuck at home and I couldn't get out, and I had a smaller video and I was able to upload through it. I was like, thank you, Jesus. But then there's times that you can't even surf the internet, like looking, like library choosing, not at all. But sometimes we can watch a movie downstairs on our TV and it streams through the services. So it just depends on when they decide to shut me down. So, but for now, since it's been stormy, it hasn't been like the greatest. Everywhere usually cloudy, not good, but we're waiting. We're signed up for the Starlink. That's our only other option right now in our area. It's amazing. We have towers all over. They have the fiber optic going around us, and I think down by Greg's shop they're going to be putting that in, but nothing where we're at. But there's people that live right over there, the road that way, that's just not too far, that have nothing. And then there's a mountain right over here that we always drive by, and they are only allowed, I think there's 5 houses up on top of that mountain, only 3 because they put a box up there, whatever that is, and only 3 are allowed to get internet. The other 2 don't get anything, so it would not be fun. So I'm thankful for what we have, and I do have a resource to be able to go and use internet and upload quickly, so I'm very thankful for that opportunity. But that's what we have in the middle of nowhere. And so I think I watched, is it 1 Acre Homestead? I feel bad if that's the wrong name, but they got theirs, and they were explaining about it and how much way better it is. So I'm excited because every single thing they've talked about for their problems, I'm like, oh yeah, been there, done that. So, and we do have Verizon service on our phone, which allows us to have a hotspot Verizon isn't always the best. Like right now it says 5G. I know no way it's 5G. I don't even use my internet on here because it just slows my phone down. But no, yeah, it went away. I was like, that's not 5G, but it barely has signal even for Verizon. That little one bar there. So you just do what you can do, right? It used to work 6 months ago. Verizon was awesome and it worked great here. Our house internet worked great. And then something happened and it doesn't work anymore. And I know I was reading on something online in our little community group and someone said, does anybody else know of any other internet that's not crappy? Because Verizon used to work great, AT&T used to work great, and now it doesn't. And just as of 4 months ago. And so I'm like, it's not just me imagining these things, this is true. So that's what we use for our internet, but thankful for it. Could have nothing. So I'm just hoping for the Starlink. We saw all the little things flying by. I know it'll get here eventually. I think they ordered theirs, I think it's Big Acre Homestead. Big Family Homestead. I'm gonna say the wrong name. I'll type it on here. Husband and wife. They ordered theirs in February and they just got it last month. We ordered ours in April. So I figured about 3 months behind. Hopefully in 3 months I'll have some better internet. But for now nobody's awake, so internet works. So I'm gonna order our library stuff right now. Got all my stuff done at my desk, had to send text messages out. My list is almost getting done, which is good. There's a few little projects I want to do today, but I can do those later. So the other thing we have to worry about is food. Not worry. You have to do is food. Kids have cereal, not worried about breakfast. Lunch, I was like, maybe I just have enough leftovers from yesterday. Like we made our 1940 dinner. All right, so the bread, delicious. Even though it rose up and I had too much yeast, the kids loved it. So that was really, really good. So I looked in my refrigerator. I have a lot of this leftover. Meatloaf was good for a few kids, not everybody. But we can slice this up and have it for sandwiches for the week, so I'm not worried about it. But I have the mashed potatoes. I absolutely love those. Some kids don't. So I thought, why don't I make some potato bacon chowder today and pour the rest of that. They're like instant potatoes to kind of thicken it. So that is what I'm gonna do with that. The green beans we can ration out and use as well. We have a little bit of chicken here from the weekend, so I'm gonna make a small amount of fruity chicken salad that we can do for sandwiches today. And then for lunch, basically I'm gonna make the potato bacon chowder, and then I'm gonna do actually I don't even need to do a BLT because I have the meatloaf and I have fruity chicken salad. I think I'm going to. I'm just debating what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna cook this right here. So I have to thaw this. It's the thick applewood bacon. I think I'm going to cook this, and then we can do BLTs, a meatloaf sandwich, fruity chicken salad. I think those would be good choices with our potato soup for lunch. And then dinner, I looked through and I'm like, what can I've had my little menu over here on the refrigerator. So something simple. I think I'm gonna do these. We got these from Aldi. I love these. We used to get these from the Schwan Man. So this is what I fed Greg when we were first married, and we spent a lot of money on it. And you know, thought this was like cooking, but this is really good. So we'll put these. I've got 8 of these, of this kind with the chicken, 4 of the chicken, broccoli and Swiss. So I will just cook those in the oven tonight over noodles. That's simple. So let me get my bacon here. I'm gonna put this in the microwave to thaw it, and then start chopping up the chicken that I do have, and add some grapes, celery, Miracle Whip. That'll be done there. And then we'll start chopping up potatoes to make for potato soup, and we'll boil those on the stove. Really simple. And we also have applesauce. We've been eating that, so there's extra. I pulled some out of the fridge. All right, Jaden made some. I'm just gonna add to it, and we'll have a big bowl of it. I'm gonna cook this in my oven, 350. It'll take probably, I don't know, 45 minutes, however long it takes. And then it's gonna be cooked. Gonna slice up the potatoes and just dice them, put them in this pot, and I'll put them with some chicken bouillon and water and cook it for soup. I'm just doing mini size today. Very small, just for like one meal, maybe some tomorrow. So I'm gonna wait for a few minutes till the bacon is cooked and the soup is going. I'm just gonna put this back in the refrigerator right here because the beans I will use for dinner tonight, the potatoes we'll use for the soup, maybe take a little bit to eat with some meatloaf because that sounds really good to me. So take a break, change battery, and we'll move to something else. Okay, so I came in the bedroom, got stuff done in the kitchen. I'm gonna do my printing. So I've got the real Canon ink cartridge. Because I got like a fakey version and I don't know if that caused my printer not to work or what. So we got the real one. All right, so what I'm gonna do is go through all the necessary maintenance things. Like right now I'm doing the nozzle check. I'll run through every single one here to see, make sure they're all complete. We'll just go from there. Is it gonna print? Is it gonna print? Oh yeah, it prints. Well, partial print. Like just part of it. So I don't really know what that means. Let's do a cleaning. Like I guess the black, right? Shows the black is working. I don't have color in there because I don't use color, so we'll let it clean and do its thing. We'll do the page alignment, all those good things to do with the printer. And I'm going to be hopeful it's going to work. Let's print the head alignment, see how that is. This one always gets me. It's printed. Must have just been the ink cartridge. I guess I can't do anything but a Canon brand one in this one. This is weird. Okay. Ooh. I don't really know what this means, but I'm gonna go print something off and see if it works. I guess the moral of the story is don't buy replacement ink from somebody else. I'm usually one that can like always say, buy the alternative, it'll help you save money. Yeah, that didn't, it just ruined my printer. So let me go see if it'll print. Now we'll try printing this off and see if it works.
What?
Talking to camera, babe. The printer works. Woohoo! So I had to reprint this because I added a few chores. I printed out my grocery list, even though I don't need that right now, just in case when I want to do it. I actually had it yesterday, right? The video, or today. Today's video is actually about like looking through my pantry and figure out what I need. But since I didn't have this page, I had to look at my laptop. So I'm just going to keep these, and I've got some of these schedules extra for next month printed out for my kids. So with all that said, let's shut that printer up, keep it good. All right, that was good for me because I need to print some tax stuff off, and I was like, I need, like, you know, they send you PDFs now instead of in the mail, which is fine, but it needed that. So this I'm gonna cut and put on the refrigerator again. These I'm gonna stick in my desk drawer right here, and then I've got toilet paper in my bathroom. Should I put that away first? Let me do that. Okay, let's set this here. We'll go in here and put the toilet paper away. All right, so I've got this humongous box of toilet paper right here. No, we're not hoarders of toilet paper. It's just that we buy it this way. I have been for a long time, even before everything went crazy. So we're down to our last row in the back up there. So I'm gonna kind of move. I have, like, we bought palm stuff, which is a little bit thicker. We don't usually use it all the time. I'll probably pull it up front so we use that stuff up. No big deal. And then we'll throw all this up there. I don't even rotate like my flour and rice or any of that stuff, but I'll rotate toilet paper, which makes no sense. It's good. Just keep adding these. I stocked with toilet paper. That's done. The other thing that came in the mail was paper towels, which we got down here. That was Sam's Club. And then I got 2 things of syrup came from Sam's Club, and 2 things of ranch came as well. So I'm gonna put this out here so I can take the box to the shop. Okay, the kids' cleaning schedule. I'm just gonna cut it and stick it up here on the refrigerator. Okay, soup is all done. The bacon is done, the top pan. I got the other one there. My soup, I think these are ready. I'm gonna chop a little bit of this bacon and just add it in here for my meat, and then probably just put the potatoes in there because it has sour cream, it has the milk. See how creamy it gets without adding anything else. All right, Maxine came out here. She's like, I smell bacon. Greg is home right now, so I'm just gonna, yes, we're gonna have soup and stuff, but Maxine, come here. She's like, I smell bacon. Maxine. She's like, that's all I wanted. So I was like, what do I do with this food? Yes, we can have sandwiches. The kids will probably have them. I don't mind eating leftovers, so I'm gonna take a plate of this with some green beans here and eat this up. This will be lunch. I like this. It's delicious. And then we can pretty much just have like a serving of meatloaf left. That won't be too bad. I'll put it in a plate. So that'll be even better. So soup is just going to heat up there and it'll kind of separate the mashed potatoes. We'll be good to go. Maddie's making fun of me. Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. I've already had a great day, but for a long time, kids. So they are moving and grooving. They're getting stuff. Some are having soup, some are having sandwiches, some just made egg sandwiches. I don't care, whatever they want to have. I'm going to sit now. Most of my work is done. My list, I have 2 more things to do. Let's go downstairs and get a timer. I have a wall timer, and it's going to be for my Wi-Fi because I find that people stay up at night and use the Wi-Fi. Not saying any names. Anyways, so if it's shut off, then there's nothing to watch. So I'm gonna use a timer. So I was gonna need to go get that. And then there's a shelf. Steven has someone gave him a TV. And so he needs a shelf for his DVD player type thing to go on. It just needs to be a small one. So I'm thinking above our TV, we used to have a shelf that goes right to the ceiling because we needed it for our receiver for our satellite. But we don't use it anymore because I don't have satellite TV because it never really worked good. So that is like an empty shelf up there. I'm gonna take that down, fix the holes, paint those, and then see if we want to put it in his room for his shelf. If not, Craig said he'd make him something. So those 2 things are on my list for today. Dinner will be easy. Boil noodles and do the chicken on it. It's not even a lot of work, which is good. And then we'll have salad too because we have a lot of salad. So my goal right now is to sit. We're going to read a lot. We've got a bunch of history books to read. We've got a bunch of our Bible to read, a bunch of our animals to go through. I'm just going to plan on going through that, and the kids can just sit and listen, do an activity while I'm doing that. So sit and dedicate some hours to school. Okay, I just filled up my cup of water because I'm going to be ready to teach. I'm going to use this Hibiscus Super Flower Tea. I'm sure it's delicious. So you just take 1 tea bag. These last for a long time. Just stick it in your water and it will turn it pink. It's a pretty little color. And then I'm going to drink this and keep adding to it today. Usually about if you keep ice in it, it's like a good day and a half. But if not, I can just throw it away and get a new one. So this will be delicious. All right, so I thought I would come outside for a minute here. Let me not fall here. It's a little bit ice and I got my slippers on. So we have been doing school and it's taken a long time. It's been a good afternoon. I feel like a really good, successful day. We did a lot, and I feel really good doing a lot. So my day, I'm gonna start editing today's video because that takes time. And I gotta work on dinner too. Maddie is gonna make some cupcakes for us. I thought I probably won't film that. Maybe I'll show a clip if I get a chance to, if I don't have my SD card out of my camera. But I came outside, it's warm out. It's like, oh, the sun is shining. I wanted to show you. So this is here's the sled run. Sled run gone. So, hey Maxine. Mr. Grumpy is out in the sunshine. Look at him, he's like, dude, I ain't, like, look at it. You're not even gonna go there. Don't even do it. She's like, I'm not. So, we have the big sled right here. So the drive is clear all the way down. It looks like, the road looks like it's cleared, I think. I can't tell if it's snow down there or not, but I think it's pretty clear. So, pretty good. I'll be able to get my car up. This is the remainder of the snow here. It's amazing. 9 inches one day and then like, boom, gone. That's what I love about the mountains because it does not stay. So it's warm out. It's like 50 degrees. Thank goodness. 45 degrees. Thank goodness. So I'm going to go back inside right now and then I'm going to probably pull all this footage off this card. Next scene. I'm going to pull all the footage off this card so I can start editing and then I'm going to be able to make dinner tonight. It'll be easy. Maddie's going to make cupcakes. Easy now. I still have to hook up my timer for my, I got it out. It's on the counter. Timer for the internet and hopefully get the shelf down for Steven. I don't know if I'll get to that or not. If not, that's okay. Tomorrow's another day. I can do it tomorrow too. So we're going to go back in. I just wanted to come out and show you how nice it was because it's so warm. And it's so warm. It's better than it was freezing. It's better than it was earlier. Maxine, the kitty cat was sitting up there. Maxine's like, I'm not going in that snow at all. Don't do it, Maxine. You don't like it. She's like, I'm not. Where'd the cat go? Grumpy just disappeared on you. She's like, I don't know about the snow. So, thank goodness for warm sunshine to melt all this snow. So we're gonna have to get some sleds because those all have duct tape on them. We're gonna look for the aluminum ones. I feel like an aluminum sled would be ultimate. But Amazon, they don't have any reviews on their sleds for the aluminum ones. They had one and it said it really dented badly. So I don't know. Do they work? Does anybody else have aluminum sleds? I feel like that would be the hookup for sledding because these plastic ones just break because they're plastic. So, all right, I'm gonna go inside. All the ice. I don't want to fall. Oh, this is my deck here. All covered with snow. All right, let me go in, start editing, and then we'll get dinner. Okay, so I've been editing today's video. It's about 4:15. So today's been a good day, getting a lot done. Got up early, so I got all my work done. Like I said, the only thing I didn't do was the shelf, but I can maybe do that tomorrow or later tonight. We got all of our school done, lots of good day of school, and then I had to order a bunch of stuff for our garage that we're gonna do. We're doing like a complete garage redo. It needs it. Well needs it, so I got to order that today. And then Madeline's making cupcakes right here. Want to see a cupcake? Bring a cupcake over. Oh yeah, she's been dreaming of chocolate delicious cupcakes. So I told her today, I said, you know what would be a really good job for you today? Making cupcakes. So she got to bake her own cupcakes. They're gonna be delicious. We're gonna have those for dessert later. And then this is the chicken. This is how you do it. You take these and you put them in the oven and that's all I gotta do. And then you do it over egg noodles. So I'm just gonna cook these. I think it's like 45 minutes. I'm gonna put them in the oven right now. And then I'm gonna cook some curly egg noodles and that's it for dinner. We can pull out salad tonight too, and then we're gonna have these delicious cupcakes. So that is it for the food. We're gonna have one of those. It's really good, isn't it delicious? Yeah. It's really good.
I had a taste test.
She has to taste test. That's the job of the preparer, is you get to taste test everything.
If you make the cupcakes or the food, you get to taste test.
You get to taste it.
You kind of made it.
That's how that works. So she's gonna eat that up. So I'm gonna be finished here. I gotta go check on a few things and I'll be back. All right, so I thought I would come outside because the kids are in the house. It's been a good day. It's been a great day, actually. It's made, you know, I've been sleeping in. I've been slacking, people. And that's okay to slack. But I feel like today was a good, successful day. Got my stuff done, got a lot of extra stuff done that I wanted to get done. And then on top of it, did a really good day of school. When you have like those shortened days of school, you're like, oh, okay, I did it, that's good. But when you have a really good day of school, you're like, all right, that was a good day of school. So feeling accomplished. That's a good thing. So now dinner's done. It's gonna be those chicken over noodles. Hopefully it's as good as I remember. I'll let you know. And then Maddie's got our delicious cupcakes. So it's gonna be a good night. And then what else are we gonna do? Might take that shelf downstairs. I don't know, we'll see. I'll see how much I feel like doing. So I'm gonna go, and the wind is starting to blow. Hopefully our goal is tomorrow to be able to leave the premise. So hopefully it looks like everything is plowed. The road looks like it's plowed. Greg's been out, so he'll be in our town and he'll let me know like what everything is and how the roads are. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to go with the girls. I'm gonna take Jade and Brooklyn with me. We're gonna do some running. Hopefully get that accomplished. We got church, so we'll just see how the day goes. But today was a good day. So I thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Remember, you are designed, created, and selected by God to do great things on this earth. Wonderful, fantastic things. And once you figure out what that is, whew, it's a great little thing in your life. So, all right, have a beautiful rest of the day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.